I am Wendy Yi, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my 2023 games revisited. So these are my top 10 2023 games. Instead, I made a new top 10 list for 2023, and I'm going to share that with you. So let's go ahead and get started with that. The first one, number 10 on my list, is Nucleum. This actually fell down from second place all the way down to 10th place, and that's because I compare this so much to Brass Birmingham, and I just would rather play Brass Birmingham. This is still a fabulous game. It is still number 10 on my list, but yeah, relearning all of those rules so I can play a game that gives me a lot of the same feels as another game that I love and is my absolute most favorite game in the world. I'd rather just play my most favorite game in the world. So there you go. That's number 10. Number 9, this is a surprise that was added to my list. I did play it in 2023, but it's really grown on me since then, and that is Thunder Road Vendetta. I feel like this one is the biggest surprise for me because it's just that crazy, chaotic game. But I find that I've had a lot of fun with it, and for me, I approach this like a party game. I approach this with zero desire for strategy. Just the more cars I wreck, the more chaoticness that I add to this game, the better. So that's number 9. All right, number 8 is Forest Shuffle, and this one I didn't get to play until January of last year, or this current year, 2024. So it didn't make it on my list because I didn't play it, but oh my goodness, fun engine builder. You get this beautiful forest, and this is one of those games where I don't even care what the points are because I created such a cool engine, and I got to add up all my cool engine points at the end of the game. So tons of fun for that. All right, number 9 is Earth. This one did move down a little bit. It was at 5 before. Yeah, it was at 5 before. And this one, I've heard people say that they've kind of gotten burnt out on it because they played it so much when it first came out. I didn't have that same effect. I didn't play it like crazy a ton and introduce it to every single person that I know. So I've just played it a few times this last year, a very good amount. I still think that it's a fabulous game. The being able to take turns on other people's turns, I love that in games. I love the building of the cool grid that you've got going on. Just fun synergies in this game. So Earth is great. Number 6 on my list is Ancient Knowledge, and this one did move up just a little bit. It was number 7 before. And Ancient Knowledge, I really love that little time down track as stuff is moving down. You have to get the knowledge off of it before it falls off into oblivion. And what I really enjoy about it is just that you have to constantly be changing your strategy. You're really just regularly looking at the new cards that you've drawn, and you're trying to pivot and make those decisions. And I love that thoroughly. All right, my number 5 is Fox Experiment, and this one has raised a ton. So it was number 10 on my list, and honestly, to be truthful, it was number 10 because I realized that it was within the year of 2023. Right before we went on. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I was scrambling to change my PowerPoint to make sure that it matched because I just really wanted Fox Experiment in there. And I was like, number 10 slot, I'll just put it there. So the real true place that it should be is number 5. And that's where it's at now. Number 4 on my list is Ticket to Ride Legacy. This is another one that I didn't get to play until this year. And I'm so happy with it. I'm still working through it with Chris. I think we're on game 5, scenario 5. And so we've opened up some stuff. We've unlocked some legacy things. It's been good. I've really enjoyed what it's introduced. Plus, I just really like the Ticket to Ride system. I feel like it's very clean and enjoyable. And it just is kind of one of those comfort food games. I could sit down and I could play Ticket to Ride anytime. All right, number 3 on my list is at this exact same spot that it was last year. It's the only one that stayed perfectly the same, and that is Barcelona. I did get to play this again this year. What a fun game. I love the whole get 2 actions based on the column and the row thing and the tight resources. There's a ton to do in Barcelona. Absolutely love it. It's a fabulous game. Number 2 on my list used to be my number 1, and that is Evacuation. I still love this game. I've still gotten to play it a couple times this year. It's great teaching people because it's so unique, and that's what I love about it. This idea of moving everything, your whole engine from one planet to another. and progressively moving that over, but also kind of having that time frame of you can't leave people on this planet that's dying. You have to get them over. So I love that. And then finally, my number one is SkyTeam. I did get to play this in 2023. I didn't expect it to stick around, and I didn't expect it to have so many modules and still be enjoyable. And I haven't even played the expansion yet. I mean, I want to see what those penguins are in action, right? I think they're just planes, but penguins, they act the same way. But it's one that I'm excited about. And it is really stuck around as being a thoroughly enjoyable 2-player game. So that is my list. Let's go ahead and talk about, so what fell off. Busy Beaks fell off. That's a Phil Walker Harding game. I really enjoyed it, but I just for some reason didn't pull it out this year. Dreadful Meadows, once again, I didn't pull it out, and I felt like I kind of saw what it had to give. Spellbook is another one, another Phil Walker Harding game that didn't stick around, and that really is because I haven't pulled it out. I haven't played it a ton. I bet that if I did, I would still love that one. And then Distilled, there's a few little mechanisms in Distilled, like the shuffling the cards and pulling out randomness, just to see if your alcohol even worked out. Like that kind of thing just rubbed me a little bit wrong. I still really enjoy the game, and I don't even know if rub wrong is the right word for that, because it's much more minor than that. But it fell off. It's not one that I'm really desiring to go back to. Things that got added was the Ticket to Ride Legacy, Forest Shuffle, Thunder Road Vendetta, and then SkyTeam. So pretty cool year for 2023. I think there's still fabulous games, and honestly, anything that fell off is still worthy of playing. I do have 2 honorable mentions I want to mention as well. Union Stockyard and Path of Civilization. I didn't get to play them until this year. They didn't quite make it on the top 10 list, but they were still great games as well. So there you go. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Wendy Yi. This is the Dice Tower, and let me know what you've really enjoyed from 2023.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower. Hey, do you want to know what's going on with Dice Tower? Do you want to know about our events, our cruises, special things that we're going to do live here in the Dice Tower? Subscribe to Dice Tower Digest. Go to dicetowerdigest.com. It's a newsletter that we send out bi-weekly. We won't use your email for anything else. This is just to get you some information about the Dice Tower so you'll be up to date. Thanks for watching.